Hey guys, Miji, and welcome back to another episode of my Derby career. We start with a cheeky league table, and we are 11th in the league, which isn't bad as we were told to avoid relegation. The next thing you will see is us going into the game against Swansea City at home. I was feeling my chances because obviously I just won the away game at the Hawthorns 4-0 against West Brom, so I was feeling my chances here, and as you see here, I'm the best defensive side in the league alongside Chelsea, so for a newly promoted side that's pretty goddamn awesome. The first chance comes to us in the 12th minute as DeAndre Yedlin, absolutely love this guy right now. He's he's one of my favourite players. He runs down the wing, uses his pace to the best of his advantage, he plays it in to Alex Pritchard, and how simple can it be? He runs half the length of the pitch, crosses it in, and bang, goal, just 1-0. Alex Pritchard's really stepping up in this 4-2-3-1 formation. I think I'm going to keep it because I'm scoring a lot of goals in this 4-2-3-1 formation, more than I did in the 4-2-2-2, and I think that might be just because Andrew Aguirre had all the goddamn chances and he's shit. But anyway, in the 23rd minute, DeAndre does the exact same thing, and Bennett gets a touch to it, but O'Connor manages to just block the shot out, and it's still 1-0. 30 minutes in, they had one rare chance as Grimes had a shot, which was beautifully saved by Marshall. I can't deny that could have gone in. But the chances weren't going to end there in the first half. In the 40th minute, pretty sure one of the saves of the game, in my opinion, by Fabianski. Fab Jansky. I'm Polish, I should know, but I was trying to say Fabianski, but no, he manages to keep his hands straight, firm, and fucking, I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway, Jesus, 48 minutes in, Pritchard has a free kick that just goes narrowly wide of Fabianski's net. The Polishman just wouldn't get to it if it was anywhere into the net. But in the 57th minute, Pritchard and Bennett link up very nicely. Bennett has a shot which I thought was offside, and it was saved by Fabianski pretty simply. Andre Ayew tries to have a counter-attack, but it comes to nothing. In the 64th minute, it's looking like it's going to end, like a normal game, but Mason Bennett with a rare shot outside the box, and Fabianski just got, I don't know what he did with that, he screwed it up. I decided to try out some tactics to surround the keeper, and it worked. I basically brung on Vyman just a minute ago, and I was like, I've not used these tactics from corners a lot, so I thought I'd give it a try, and the first time I do try it in a while, it works, with Andreas Vyman out of all people just coming on and showing me that he should be playing more games in the Premier League, because he's built in the Premier League maybe. Moving on into the final 10 minutes, and Derby, we are 2-0 up, so it looks like we're going to get another routine victory, but and DeAndre Yedlin plays in Mason Bennett. Mason Bennett shows his desire, goes to that ball and scores as the third, so with 5 minutes or 6th, you could say, to go, we're 3-0 up, and Mason Bennett's shown really good skills, that he is going to score goals at this level, so we should keep him, and also that he is number 9 for a reason, is now you see that he scored 6 goals in the Barclays Premier League already, which is, very good. And in the 92nd minute, they cross one in, and they managed to just get it out. No, sorry, Ayew has an absolute amazing shot, or header, saved by Marshall, and it's a great save by our Scottish keeper, who's came back from that thingy, dropping him, he came back, and he's been absolutely phenomenal now. And as you see here, we win the game 3-0, which is a very comfortable victory. This is what I want to be doing, and I'm going into this game away at Loftus Road at QPR, and I was expecting nothing but a win, to be fair. Based on the last 2 games, I scored, 7 goals in 2 games, which is just absolutely phenomenal. And in the 8th minute, Alex Pritchard starts off the attack, the first attack of the game, and Robert Green is forced into a great save, and Kearney, because Ince got injured, cannot put in from the acute angle that he had a shot from. And for 13 minutes, we again have another chance. Bennett shows his strength, goes down and just tries to play someone in, but Armand Traore, the former Arsenal left back, puts it out for a corner, and I literally tried the same tactic, I think. Oh no, I just whipped one in with Kearney, and Alex Pearce, out of all people, got there. It sort of came off corker, if you will, but Alex Pearce claims the goal, and he scores his first goal for Derby, and what a goal it is, against QPR, against one of the teams we sort of have a rivalry with now, just because of that Bobby Zamora thing. It's not much of a rivalry, but we just hate them now because of that fact that Bobby Zamora. But anyway, 26th minute, we go in, we couldn't get ourselves a second, and it's a great shot. I said sarcastically, by the way. I didn't say sarcastically, I meant sarcastically. Craig Bryson with an absolutely awful shot. In the 27th minute, it looked like we were going to go on and win this game, because we always do. And I have a good tackle with Porter, I think, against Porter with Joe Gomez. But Tajaron Sherry, the Moroccan, I believe, goes for a free kick. and scores. And at the moment, at the point of conceding it, I was like, there's no way I concede that. How did Marshall not save that? But as you see, I think it's an absolutely phenomenal free kick. He placed it right into the corner. It was inch perfect. Marshall would never get to it, and that was a lovely free kick. And it was just unfortunate that I had to concede against me as it was first goal of the season. It had to be against me. But I again try the same thing with Yedlin, is just run down the swing and cross it in. It didn't work this time, but managed to skill past one player. I don't understand why he didn't go down there to the challenge of Leroy Fer, I believe it was. But Robertson gets the ball after it's cleared. Kearney then gets it and passes it to DeAndre Yedlin, who does a little tiny bit of skill. He whips one in, and Mason Bennett. That should have really been a goal, shouldn't it? Robert Green denies Mason Bennett. It was a lovely save by Robert Green, the former England international keeper. And they've kept the QPR in the game. And as you see here, he got kept in the game, and they go to the other end and score an absolute bullcrap goal. I don't know how Marshall didn't save this. I'm sorry. The first goal was, okay, fair enough. But this goal, this is even worse. I mean, yes, there's a deflection, but look, he's got like 1 or 2 seconds of looking at it, unless he was blinded by the goddamn sun, which I highly doubt at Loftus Road, because there's no fucking sun, because it's shit and it always rains. I don't even know what I'm saying. But in the 77th minute, bollocks, my phone goes off. To Sharon Sherry, passes in for Leroy Fer, and his volley is absolute blaster, by the way, absolute torpedo, but it goes wide of the post. And 87th minute, one of the last chances we're going to get to Mason Bennett. Scores as an equaliser. DeAndre Yedlin, one of the players of the month so far for me in this month. He's really stepped it up. He just ran down this wing, played in Mason Bennett, and it was very close to not going in, but Mason Bennett, placed it in really nice, and that's his 7th goal this season, and that's 4 in his last 4 games, which is absolute great. And we only settle here for a point despite this late chance from DeAndre Yedlin doing basically that exact same thing. Gets a bit lucky towards the end, but Green saves and nothing comes from the following corner, so it ends 2-2, and I was happy with a point. Obviously I'm not dropping any points at the moment because I was winning, but then I was losing, so it sort of equals out, and one point, not bad. Loftus Road, it's always a tough place to come, so I'm really happy with that 1 point. And Joe Gomez gets to 71, and I want to train these two until 73. And then I'll be training other people just because I want to use them in my first team as soon as possible. And then I get an offer from Poland, but I decided to reject it. And we get a monthly scouting report. And this George Adams was good, so I think I signed him. Did I? Oh no, I signed this Luke Orrell. Look at him, 15 years old, 91 potential. He looks really good, but I reject him all. That's why I think I got mixed up with Thingy and Orrell. But I get Orrell, so hopefully he's gonna be a future gem in the future seasons. And I make Bennett captain here because Bennett is the club captain. I've changed it to Bennett being the club captain as he's a cult hero. 2 minutes in, the first chance come. West Ham go for a chance. Valencia gets. I'm going to say that's an easy free kick. It shouldn't have really been a free kick. In olden days, it wouldn't have been a free kick. But Ender Valencia places one in, and out of all people, Mark Noble, iron through and through, or hammer through and through, as you want to, whatever you want to call him. He scores, and I was really pissed. But I decided, it's 3 minutes in, anything can happen. As you see here, DeAndre Yedlin going on another one of his amazing runs, plays in. Bennett. It's sort of not, it wasn't aimed at Bennett, it was aimed at Pritchard, but Bennett gets to it and Bennett just missed it. I was like, oh my god, it could have been 1-1 in like 6 minutes. But straight away from that basically goal kick, Yedlin picks it up, passes it to Bennett, Bennett passes it to Pritchard, and he goes for it, but Spiegel managed to make a pretty easy but looking good save. So it's still 1-0 here at the iPro Stadium, and Bennett places through Ince, who's coming back from his injury, and that was bollocks. There's no way Collins would have saved it like that. But Collins has kept it off the line, and it's still 1-0. It was going to be one of those games that I didn't score. I could just feel it. And when that doesn't go in from Pritchard, a player that's normally good at finishing, it's just not your day. So I was fully expecting the loss after that. Truly, all my hopes of just scoring have diminished. And they almost scored a second here through Ender Valencia. It was a lovely volley. It just went quite wide because he was off balance. In the second half, however, Ince dispossesses his man, plays through Mason Bennett, or at least tries, I think, and it doesn't work. Oh no, it was this one. He had an absolute amazing shot, but James Collins, some bloody Sergio Ramos, so we should just call him James Ramos or bloody Sergio Collins, whatever. He makes another amazing stop, and we end up not scoring. That was bullshit. I think I should have scored there, but for half an hour left on the clock, and they get into a bit of a tangle, and Obiang has a shot just go over the bar. Marshall was scrambling towards, scrambling there before if he could get it. But anyway, 68 minutes gone. 20 minutes left. Ince with a sort of weird pass. I didn't want it passed. I just wanted a fake shot. But he passed it to Bennett. Bennett finds Pritchard and... No, it doesn't go in, and I'm sorry, I wasn't Pritchard, it was Russell, but you could just see that it wasn't my day. I did everything right. On another day that would have gone in, but just this day it wasn't going in, and Mark Noble has another chance to make it 2-0. Marshall hits it out, and I think we get it away. No, Payet has a shot, but it's saved by Marshall, and I think that's how it ends. I don't see us having another chance. Yeah, so that's how it ends. It ends 1-0 to West Ham. I think it was undeserved, despite what the stats say, but it was undeserved, and we didn't deserve to lose that. But anyway, we end off on a loss. But we had a good run of games. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this episode, make sure you go hit that like button below. This was Midget, and yeah, I just want to show you that I'm top of the league in every single department in player stats. So cool.